Hello, my name is Amy. I'm going to be doing a comic challenge for the entire month of May. I'm going to do a comic every single day, a comic once a week, and then a comic that spans the entire month. And so I will check back in and see how it has gone. Okay, hello. It is currently June 7th. And I have my little sketchbook thing of comics to go through, and we will just go through it. First off, hell no, I did not keep up with that. I barely could do the day-to-day comics, let alone the other two. Started May 1st, right? May 1st. And I was going to do this cute thing where I was like, oh my god, I'll do a comic here and then like a little journal entry there. And it'll be fun and it'll be interactive because I have had this specific sketchbook for like 2-3 years and it just can't, oh my god, just can't quite get filled up, right? So like there's studies in the front, there's previous successful daily comics in the back. But yeah, so we're just gonna go through and we'll see how well I did at this self-inflicted project. May 1st. Let's see. I did it, right? I did the damn thing. So we have the comic. So during this, I wanted to focus on hand lettering, creation speed, spot blacks, and page layouts. All things that I feel like I am lacking of, or not that I'm lacking, that I'm not, that is not my strongest suit, right? So for these guys, all I was doing was like, what's places where I can play with shape language and even like panel borders. So like, the dude thinking about the old guy in the backwards hat would be a thought bubble as the comic panel. Bullshit like that. Obviously, already just looking at it, there's things that could be fixed first off when I scanned this, or even just now, because I know I'm not going to do this before I actually scan it. I didn't fully erase all the pencil lines, and that's annoying, because that's going to show up, I feel like. I feel like that's going to be a problem, so maybe I will erase it. The pen I used to pencil, weird as fuck. I tried using like a 0.3 micron nib, and for some reason those things just always dry out on me. So I will not be doing that. I did end up swapping to my actual like Winsor & Newton, like 0.5 or something. So yeah, that was day 1. Day 2, I very clearly had a good idea for what I wanted to do that I never went back to. Oh my god. So this one was clearly going to be more like how to play with scenery and in a way that's still visually interesting, in a way that isn't just, hey, here's one big background. I wanted to try and figure out how to like break up this city in a way that was still like visually compelling. And then I just didn't do that. Got the blueprints for it, never did it. Also apparently did it a week later. So already missed the mark. May 3rd, I started my journal entry and never did the comic. So that's fun. Also, May 3rd, on the 7th. So I'm assuming I did it on this day as well. Let's see, May 4th, which I think was also done on the 7th. This was equal parts me trying to do a fun design, equal parts me just trying to get as many of these things done on the 7th as I could, clearly, because this is a hunk of bullshit. This is nothing. This is the drawings of a psycho, a crazy person who has no clear artistic vision and is just putting shit down for the sake of putting it down. And that so clearly shows. Also, what is this? 5 late birds came on home? Girl, who the fuck are you talking to? Let's see, May 5th, I wanted to try action posings. I did a quick character test doodle, which I then never used, and obviously this just became nothing because there's nothing of substance on these pages. There is so much white space, it's kind of embarrassing. The panel borders are so rough, it's embarrassing. This page is embarrassing. Next, we have That's Backwards, because I draw in this one backwards. Let's see. This was also, this was the last one I had done on that day. So very clearly I have lost inspiration. Also, look at me trying to pretend like I did it on the 6th, like it wasn't fully all done on one day. I'm gonna snitch. I don't care. So, yeah, I don't know. This one, no idea. Maybe, like, I think my thought process was, like, in Bass Pro Shops, they have these, like, bubbles that you can go and look at the aquarium in it. So I think the thought process there was, that's the bubble and that's the water, and in all of these are different, like, aquatic things, and that's some kid looking in it. Again, never actually finished it. Poor execution. Woof, we're gonna move on. Alright. This is, and I'm gonna have to cover this side because it's a bunch of actual people's information. This was, I think, the only actual other comic I did. No! Okay. So, this one I did during, I went to a zine club meetup in Atlanta, and it was so fun, and I met a lot of cool people, and I worked on this while there because, and I think this is probably the most successful one of trying to do what I was trying to accomplish this month. It's got basic paneling that's still decently world building. I played around with lettering a little bit. It's fine. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever done in my life, but it is fine. Yeah. So that was, I don't even know when. I don't know what day that was, but I know it wasn't the next day. Then I have a bunch of blank pages because I started being like, okay, if I'm doing this every day, then theoretically the day that is today would be, because I think the next day I worked on was, the 18th. I skipped all the pages until the 18th. So there's just a shit ton of blank ones in there. This one was me fully crashing out because the place I work at started doing AI stickers. And so this was just kind of like a day in the life drawing, like a journal drawing, which I was fine with. To me, it feels like I'm cheating, and it's not, right? Like, there's no way that is what that is. Because journal comics is like an entire genre in its own right. For me, for this project, I was trying to develop my creative, like, off-rip creative abilities. And I feel like in doing daily, like, personal, here is what my day was about journal comics, I feel like for me doing journal comics, the only thing I can really fuck with there is, like, maybe lettering. And even still, I did this in 5 minutes on break at work. And so it truly was just an endeavor of putting it down to say that I had done something that day, which is fine. That is also part of this, right? Like, I am realizing more and more, especially as the month of May had gone on, I'm not a very, like, constant, consistent artist. And, like, I think some people are, and I think that's great, but I think a lot of people aren't. And so I'm fine sitting here being like, here's all of this bullshit that I didn't do, because I'm not expecting, I went into this not expecting it to be perfectly done. So it's just kind of letting me be face to face with my own actual skill set, and, like, whatever, right? Whatever. 19th of May, nothing. We've got another blank day, which is cool. May 20th, this one I was actually excited to try and do. It was another, like, journal comic, but everyone I was working with that day, sans, like, one person, was wearing, like, a white t-shirt of some kind, and he was wearing all black. So I was actually really excited to do this one as, like, a, all-shaped language, all shape language kind of thing, where it's spot blacks to do shapes and things, but everyone just kind of like faded into the background. And then I just never got out of the penciling phase. Because most of these don't make it out the penciling phase. Let's see. Empty. Yeah, and then we hit that empty onslaught, because apparently that was the last one I did that month. Yeah. And so then we reached the reviews. Oh, I'm so smart. I wrote this in pencil, because I knew I was going to have to erase this shit to be able to use these pages later, actually. So I have, like, what I wanted to get done versus what actually got done. And so I will fill this out differently. Let's see. In hindsight, I think I just kind of didn't plan accordingly. And knowing me, I have a history of doing that. I have a history of not properly planning shit out. Like, even this, I have an entire calendar of shit where it's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, right? And then I just write it down, and because I've written it down, oh my god, it's done, except that's not how that works. And so, you know, like, what I'm going to do now, because it is June 7th, I'm gonna try it again, and I'm already a week behind, which is awesome. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and do the once a week comics, just to see if that does any better. And I'll try and keep them like 2 to 4 pages maybe, because I have all week to do it, is the goal. Will it end up being a 1-pager daily journal comic once a week? Probably. But we're gonna aim high, and what we come out with. And that's gonna be okay. So, thank you for sitting here and listening to me talk forever and a day, and have nothing to show for my ambitions, which we love. Yeah. Alright, see you in a month. Hopefully with more product than this. Probably not, though. So, yeah. Okay, bye.